All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, all of you guys who got back from Mexico. We still have people that are out there stuck in transit right now, so pray for some of these people who got stuck in Mexico. It's not the worst place in the world to get stuck, but they're stuck. Their flights are canceled for the next 3 to 4 days. So we got a couple people still out there, so pray for these guys to get back safe and sound. Some of us, we know what it's like. I had 6 hours layover delays in the airport. Luke got stuck in Chicago. We were all stuck all over the place, but it was literally the most epic trip I've ever been on in my entire life. If you guys know anything about my story, I've been able to travel all over the world. I've been able to stay at some of the nicest hotels and resorts that you've ever seen. And I have never experienced something like I just experienced over this last week here in Mexico with this amazing family. We grew so much closer. The things that we experienced, it was unbelievable. Just to give you guys some perspective of what we were able to go out there and experience, it was wild. We stayed in a resort called the Vedanta at the Grand Bliss Hotel. I was blessed to be there a couple days early with Mr. Hessler and the corporate team, staying at the Grand Lux. These couple hotels on this property are rated as the top 55 hotels in the entire world. One of 55 of these top 5 diamond hotels. Normal room on average cost $1,000 per night to stay there. $1,000 per night. Most people, to stay in the rooms that we stayed in, they paid anywhere between $1 million to $3.5 million to have access to those rooms 2 weeks a year for the rest of their life. Guess how much we got them for? Well, the executives got them for free. Everybody else, $750 for the entire week. People are paying $1,000 a night to stay there normally. It's unbelievable. This was literally the nicest resort I've ever seen, the nicest resort I've ever been at, and the experience that we created, the culture that we created was unbelievable. To give you guys a little perspective on what we actually went out there and did, not only did we bond as a team, bond as a family, grow this vision, make some decisions as a corporate team that's going to literally take us to the next level in 2017, but we had a lot of fun. We had so much fun. Every single person can tell you that within 5 days of being there, it felt like we were there for a month with the amount of stuff that we went out there and did. My favorite part, was our adventure race. And some of you guys, you watched the Insta stories. Some of you guys didn't get a chance to do so, but it was wild. I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Daniel Schuler, Corey Reese, and Peter Unger for becoming the first ever Watabu world champions of our adventure race. They're going to be the reigning champs coming into next year's adventure race. So huge shout out to them. They beat my team, so we're still a little bit salty, but huge shout out to Kyle Wolfgang, Cody Fortune, and Anthony Mariani for being the best teammates I could possibly imagine. But we had 12 teams of 4 that started out on the resort. And we had the craziest scavenger hunt adventure race around 9 square miles of a resort, 750 acres, of a resort with 7 hotels and 37 pools. And we had to run up and down this beach. We had to find clues. We had to literally run miles and miles and miles to go out there and continue on this race. It was one of the hardest things that most of us have ever done. We were diving into pools and finding rocks with numbers on them. We were solving puzzles that had pictures of landmarks and running to those landmarks. We were running up and down the beach trying to find this yellow flag. My team got lost for like an hour, trying to find this flag. But it was crazy. Finally, after all of it, my team and Peter's team, huge shout out to them. We made it to the finals. The final teams, we took a bus an hour into the wilderness. We took a boat 30 minutes off the shore to a private island where then 3v3, we raced up the mountain. And basically we had, 3 on my team, 3 on their team, and they ran 1 mile up a mountain, solving 3 mental puzzles on the way up, diving into a frozen waterfall, finding a flag at the top of the waterfall with Mr. Lance Conrad, swimming back through the waterfall as the waterfall was literally sucking them back under, and then running back down the mountain fully soaked through the beach to the finals where everyone was standing in a tunnel where, Mr. Schuler, he made it across the finish line first, and his team, they went out there and they dug up $5,000 in buried treasure. They had 4 GoPros, 4 Eno hammocks, and $5,000 in cash. And we did some fake gold coins for some show. So it was awesome. They literally dig the buried treasure out of the ground. And the things that we're going to be doing here in the future, it's going to be 1,000 times better than that. So this trip was unbelievable. This trip was worth talking about. The video that we're going to create is going to go viral. I can guarantee you that this will go viral. This will be the video that launches us into 2017. This will be the video that will make every single person want to be here with us in 2017. So a couple updates before we get into what this is all about, our 90-day challenge. I want to announce to you guys kind of a new thing that we're starting. So you guys have heard of the concept of an open trip. You know, this trip here in Mexico, it really was an open trip. Our executives were treated like executives. Everything was paid for. They were given cash. We never pulled out our wallets. It was amazing. But we offered it as an open trip where a lot of people were able to go. What we're going to be doing in 2017, we're going to be having 4 trips. 4 open trips as well as an executive trip. Our first trip, okay, number 1, we're actually going to be having a regional first. So after this 90-day challenge we're going to be talking about, we're going to be having a regional in Michigan the first week of April. So everybody mark off your calendars. Saturday, April 8th. We're working on a location right now. But Saturday, April 8th, okay, we are going to be in Michigan. And every single one of you guys needs to take that off right now. You need to be there. And I want you guys to commit to after this 90-day challenge, you're going to be speaking on stage. We're going to talk about how you're going to do that. That's number 1. Number 2, in May or June, we're going to be having our first Watabu open trip that anybody can come to. And it's going to be on the West Coast. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere out of California. We're either going to be going on a cruise or we're going to be staying at a West Coast California resort. And we're going to be bringing as many people there as we possibly can. In the fall, we're going to be out of Florida. We're going to be doing a cruise out of Florida, or we're going to be doing a resort out of Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, etc., where basically we're going to be doing the exact same thing we did in Mexico, an adventure race followed by an epic finale with an epic prize. You guys are going to want to be there. Followed by next December and every December here on 4th, an executive adventure. Every single time you hold executive, you're going to continue to get invited back to this trip where you and a +1 will never pull out your wallet. So we're looking at Jamaica for December. So we're really excited about that. But get excited for these open trips. These open trips are going to blow your mind. When you guys see the vision that we have, you're going to be mind blown. Once you see this Mexico adventure trip, this video, your vision is going to go through the roof. I can guarantee you that. Your vision will literally go through the roof. Every single person who's in Mexico, our vision is so big, it will scare the crap out of you. Seriously. So that's what we're excited about right now. Now, what I want to start to introduce to you guys, I want to introduce to you guys something called the 90-day challenge. Okay, the 90-day challenge. Now, some of you guys have never competed in a 90-day challenge before. Some of you guys have. Some of you guys have had massive success during a 90-day challenge. Some of you guys have done absolutely nothing during a 90-day challenge. I will tell you right now, the 90-day challenge will give you back what you put in. But here's the thing. I want you guys to write this down. 90 days will change your life. Okay, 90 days will change your freaking life. I want to tell you guys a couple stories. I'm going to tell you guys a couple things that happened to me. I can literally attribute every single big push I've ever had in my career to 90 days of massive action. Honestly, 90-day pushes. You got to think, think about an airplane taking off. Okay, it's not just like a start and stop, a start and stop, a start and stop. It's just one massive push and then you coast. One massive push and then you coast. That's literally what network marketing is. So these 90-day challenges are going to allow you to continue to move through this entire year. It's going to allow you to take off and coast into 2017. So we're excited about what's coming. I look back at my career. I look back when I first got started, and I look at my first 90-day push. After 6 months of literally no results, I made the decision and I decided to go 90 days. And I went from making $0 a month to over $3,000 a month in 90 days. 90 days of working my butt off, of making the decision. How did I start that 90-day challenge? Well, after going out there and talking to everybody I thought I knew, I personally enrolled 10 people my first week of that 90-day challenge. 10 people I never met in my entire life. 10 people I never met. Completely cold market. I turned a cold market into a warm market. Okay, I turned a stranger into a friend and then a friend into family. So I took people I didn't know. I enrolled 10 people. I took those 10 people, and I took it from that, and I turned it into a couple hundred, and I went from making nothing to $3,000 a month. I look back at my rise to 6 figures the first time. It was all attributed to 90 days of all-out massive action. And it changed my entire life forever. I had this vision in my head of speaking on stage at our national convention. I visualized it every single night before I went to sleep. I visualized it every single morning when I woke up. I visualized it when I was in the shower. I visualized it when I was working out. I visualized it all day, every day. I became obsessed. I thought of nothing else. Okay, I did the necessary things throughout that 90-day challenge to stay focused, to make that vision a reality. And guess what? When I was able to get out of that 90-day challenge, I had the best year of my life. Seriously. So I can attribute every single big accomplishment in network marketing I've ever had to a 90-day push. A 90-day push. Okay? I look back at even Watabu. 90 days to senior executive. That's what it took. It was 90 days of focus. There's a lot of people who lost their focus throughout the first 90 days. And the reason why some of those people are exactly in the exact same spot, I decided to put all of my focus, all of my energy into the first 90 days. And that's why I went out there and I hit senior executive. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of a guy named Eric Worre. Eric Worre, he is the person who has popularized the 90-day challenge. We're going to be sharing some stuff with you guys on Wednesday, more about the how, more about the plan, some stuff that I've learned specifically from Eric Worre. But when you hear his story of his first 90-day challenge, now he didn't have his first 90-day challenge until he was making almost $200,000 a year. Okay, so he's at a good spot. $200,000 a year. He's a spot where he's traveling the world. He's spending all his money on his team. He's got an expensive car payment, an expensive house payment. So basically he's broke at $200,000 a year. Okay, and he did his first 90-day challenge. His mentor introduced him to this idea of 90 days can change your life. He created a plan. He had a vision. He decided to go all in. And guess what? After that 90-day challenge, guess how much money he made that year? $908,000. That same year, he had his first 90-day challenge. 90 days can change your freaking life. I promise you guys that. When you look around and you ask every single legend in the network marketing industry, what was the biggest deciding factor? What was the biggest turning point that you had? Most of them say a 90-day challenge. Almost all of them say a 90-day challenge. I'm sure that some of you guys have heard the name Brian Carruthers. He's one of the top leaders in this entire industry. He's made over $14 million. Eric Worre asked him in the video that I was watching, how much of your success would you contribute to your first 90-day challenge? And he said all of it. All of it. All $14 million in commissions that he's made. He said he would contribute to his first successful 90-day challenge. So guys, this 90 days, it's going to change your life if you let it. If you work, if you become obsessed. Guys, this is something that's worth being obsessed about. Seriously, when you guys see what we see, oh my goodness, if you guys knew where we were going, you would literally light yourself on fire. You would run through a freaking brick wall to get to the other side of what we have here. Seriously, if you guys knew where we were going, you're about to know where we're going. We're about to have you guys listen to our founder, our visionary, my guy, Mr. Luke Hessler. You guys know him and you guys love him. This guy's vision, it's so unbelievably clear right now. I have never seen a clearer vision in my entire life, and it's all because of this kid. When you say Watabu, okay, at first, a picture doesn't pop up. This kid is literally freaking Picasso, and he is painting the picture of where we are going in the future. And this 90-day challenge, you guys need to set your intention. You guys need to set your goal. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing and understand that this 90 days, if you guys do it and you actually just freaking do it, this is not just going to change your life. This is going to change everything for this entire company. Every single person on this call, their life is going to be changed. Our goal, we have a crazy goal, We want to help 20 people hit executive in the next 90 days. 20. I hope that's you. I hope that's freaking you. So with that, I want to pass it off to my mentor, my best friend, my freaking business partner, my dude, Mr. Luke Hessler. Did you make it on the call, man?
I did, Jamie. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you, man. Take it away.
Oh, boy. What's good, everybody? Oh, my gosh. Seriously, if you guys understand what I'm seeing in my mind right now, like the vision of what this company is going to do in the next 90 days, but not just the next 90 days. 90 days is the start. I'm seeing the next 5 years, the next 10 years, next 15, 20, 30, 40 years. What we're going to do is quite literally going to not just revolutionize this 185 billion with a B billion-dollar network marketing industry, but on top of that, we're going to revolutionize what it's like to have a quote-unquote job in college. We're going to revolutionize what it's like to be young and trying to have to go make money. We're going to revolutionize what it's like to go out there and start a business. Because guys, what we are doing has never been done before. I hope you get this. Let me reiterate that. Pull it back. It's never been done. You guys feel me, dude? What we're about to do, what we're currently in the process of doing, what is manifesting into our reality as we speak on levels that none of you guys can even comprehend, levels that I can't comprehend, things that I'm not even aware of that are happening right now to help us make this dream a reality are absolutely magical. You see, there are some rare points in time where you are just at the right place at the right time with the right people. And I'm telling all of you guys right here, right now, if you are right here with me, with Jamie, with Christian, with Andre, with Michael Valor, with Rob Sperry, with Lance Conrad, with Peter Unger, with Pericles, with this crew. If you're here with us, you are here. I promise you, at the right place, at the right time. Because, guys, we're not quitting. We're never stopping. We see the vision. We're focused, and we're ready to win. When I put my mind to something, there's only one option. It's win. I've never in my entire life failed at something that I put my mind to. And I know there are other individuals on this call that feel the exact same way. You know when you focus in, like when you really focus. Imagine a time in your life where you just went all in on something. I don't know what it is. The first time I went all in on something, you want to know when it was? It was when I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare for the first time. Seriously, dude, I was like, I'm all in on this game. And we became amazing, dude. Like, literally, our team was disgusting. I was like that seventh grader that was on there just talking crap to everybody who still hadn't hit puberty yet and was just talking crap on the mic. And I would back it up, dude, and my name was Cutie77. People hated me, dude, but I went all in. I used to dream about how good I was going to be at Modern Warfare. I used to visualize in my mind the strategies that my team and I were going to go use and how we were going to dominate everybody that we played. That was the first time I went all in something. The second time I went all in was that I really wanted to take baseball seriously. You see, I was supposed to go to Purdue to play baseball, and then I ended up hurting my shoulder. That dream never happened. But when I was a sophomore, I wasn't even on varsity as a sophomore, and I made a decision that I was going to go, and I was going to go play D1 baseball, which is insane. You can't say you're going to play D1 baseball if you're not on varsity as a sophomore. But I wasn't, and I made that decision. And over that summer, my fastball went from going about 80 miles per hour to about 88 miles per hour. And for any of you guys that are in baseball, you understand that is a big jump, dude. But it was an obsession. I dreamed about it. I visualized it. I focused on it every single solitary day, and I had 100% belief in myself that I was going to go out there and I was going to make that happen. The next time I went all in was when I first started network marketing, when I was in your guys' shoes, and I was 19 years old, when I was broke, dude. When I was at a fraternity, I was drinking all the time. All right, I was sitting there and I was partying all the time. I didn't have dreams, didn't have goals. All I saw is life as 80 years, and I saw these 3 to 5 years of college as a way for me to live it up and have fun. And so that's what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? And then the next 40 years, I was going to have to work for the rest of my life. And when I saw the opportunity, when I saw a chance to flip that, when I saw an opportunity to, instead of work for, or have fun for 3 to 5 years and then work till I die, when I saw an opportunity to reverse that and work my ass off for 3 to 5 years to set myself up financially for the rest of my life, I went all in. And guess what happened? 18 months later, I was 22 years old, and I was seeing checks of $20,000, $30,000, even $40,000 in a single month. And guess what? When I started, I had no business experience. When I started, I couldn't speak like this. I was scared. I was nervous. I was self-conscious. I cared about what other people thought of me. But guess what? I stuck to it, baby. I worked my ass off. Every day I worked on my presentation. Every day I worked on my invitation. Every day I'd reach out to my teams. Every day I was on every single call. Every single day I was reading the books. Every single day I was watching YouTube videos of the great. Every single day I was in it to win it because I made a decision in my life. And I was doing this for the first year while in school, while taking 18 credits in the Honors College at Michigan State University, while being a social chair of my fraternity. But every waking hour of the day, I sacrificed sleep. I sacrificed parties. I sacrificed hanging out with people. I sacrificed because I knew that it was a short-term loss for a long-term gain. I knew if I did what others won't now, I'll be able to live like others can't later. And by making that decision to go all in, everything in my life changed. Everything. Like, to this day, I will attest to everything that I've done to those original days. Because you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is the main leaders that you see today were leaders that met me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, some of them even 5 years ago. Jamie Cheerio has been with me since I was a 19-year-old frat rat making $0, dude. I didn't have the credibility I have right now. I didn't have the skill set. But you know what I had is I had the belief. I had the vision. I had the focus. I had the determination. I had the work ethic. And he knew that I was crazy enough to make this work. Why? Because I wasn't going to accept no as an answer. I wasn't going to lose. You think I was going to go all in something, put my reputation on the line, and not win? No way. No way. But what I realized is this was something that was worth doing. It was something worth sacrificing for. And that's why everything changed for me. And if you guys are on this call right now, I hope you understand what you have sitting in front of you. Seriously, because I built that. right? From nothing to 10,000 orders. And we did that in about 18 months. And it was with our product was not traveling the world, was not going on adventures, was not on vacations, was not going out there and doing cool things with cool people in cool places. Our product was a freaking energy drink. All right, a healthy energy drink that was way more expensive than all the other ones. All right, and that's how we did it because we still had a dream, we had a vision, we had an opportunity. And if we had this product, if I had this product when I was 19 years old, oh my gosh, dude, seriously, what would happen? It would blow your mind. And you know what's blowing my mind is that I know there's a 19-year-old me on this call right now. And I don't know if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 29, 55, I don't care. But I know there's someone who has the same mentality that I've had when I was in your shoes. Someone who knew they were going to make it. Someone who knows they're going to do something big in this world. Someone who knows they're not going to sit at a desk their entire life. They're not going to have a boss tell them what to do, when to show up, how much money they're worth, looking forward to all the weekends, begging for a day off, being scared to ask for vacation time. They realize that that's not what they're going to do for the rest of their life. They realize they're here to do something significant. They're here to be better than average. They're here to go out there and change the freaking world, and that's what this team is on. That's the mission that I'm on right now. I don't do this just for the money. Not at all. I'm doing okay with money now. I still want more. We all want more freedom, more time, right? That's what money is. It's freedom. But I'm doing okay. I'll tell you the number one reason I do what I do right now is for each and every single one of you. And for the people I haven't even met yet, that were in my shoes, that were just like me when I was 19 years old, didn't know what they were going to do in this world, but knew they were going to do something big. People who were looking for a chance. You know what I'm saying? All they were looking for was a chance. And that's what we have. We have an opportunity. We have hope. And one of the most uncertain times in history. You can provide people with certainty. Seriously, man. Like, look at our political landscape. Look at the world. Look how divided our nation is. Look how many people are begging for change. Look how many people are graduating college and drowning in student loan debt with an education or a sheet of paper that isn't giving them a job. Look at how many people are worried about the future. Look at how many people are too arrogant to even admit they're worried. And so all they do is drink and get high all the time so they can forget that future thing is even there. Guys, we're in a world that needs change. Everything is lining up. The industry that we're in is an $185 billion industry, network marketing. But it hasn't evolved. It hasn't evolved since it started. It hasn't evolved since the 70s, 80s, and 90s, where people were making millions of dollars by sending letters through the mail. They didn't have technology. They didn't have Zoom. They didn't have YouTube videos. They couldn't have a travel portal. How do you have a travel portal with no internet or no cell phone or with no technology? It's impossible. The world is changing. And if you guys understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, you will realize that you have a chance to completely flip your life upside down in the next 90 days. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. But it's up to you on how seriously you want to take this. It's up to you. Because if you don't do this, it's cool. You want to go work a job the rest of your life? That's cool. But me, I want freedom. I want to stand for something. I want people, when they hear the name Luke Hessler, to be inspired. I want to stand for not giving in to societal norms. I want to stand for being different. I want to be someone that's unique. I want to be someone who's worth talking about. I want to be someone who shows people that there's more to life. I want to be someone who shares people truth. I want to be someone who wakes people up from the devil's hypnotic rhythm and brings them to the freaking truth. I want to be that type of person. I want to be known as that. You know what I'm saying? When I last started this industry, I was a nobody. And now I'm on here with 105 people at 10:30 at night. And you're listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. You're taking time out of your day to listen to me. You know how humbling that is? You know how big of a responsibility this is? You guys are trusting me right now. I'm telling you, everything that you ever learned in regards to how to make money is honestly bullshit. Seriously, all right? Getting a job and just doing that, it's bullshit if you want true freedom. I'm just being real with you. If you want freedom, financial and time freedom, you got to make your money work for you. You got to build a business. You got to learn leverage. You got to learn from people who have already done it, not teachers who are making $100,000 a year and still have a job and don't know how to get financial freedom, because if they knew how to get financial freedom, they'd have financial freedom rather than teaching you every single day. Does this make sense to you? I'm just telling you guys the truth, all right? And I hope you realize that there are people who are thinking I'm lying. There are people who you're going to go talk to, and you're literally going to be talking to people, and you're going to be telling them, and they're going to be sharing them this freedom. You're going to be sharing them hope. You're going to be showing them a way out, and they're going to say, you're dumb. You're stupid. You're brainwashed. It's a lie. It's a pyramid scheme. It's not real. It's a Ponzi. It's all of these things. You know what I'm saying? You're going to experience that. And you got to do more research. You got to know more than them, because you got to know why you believe what you believe. Don't believe what you believe just because I'm saying it. Believe what you believe because you did the research. You put in the time. You put in the effort. You know why you believe in what you believe. So when other people tell you you're wrong, you can look them in the eyes and you can say, no, you're wrong. Because you know. I'm not telling you to follow me. I'm telling you to follow the people who I've studied. I've studied multi-millionaires. I've studied the billionaires. I've studied the most successful people in this freaking world. I've read over 150, probably 200 books over the last 5 years. I've listened to tens of thousands of hours in audio. I've gone to well over 50 different seminars with the single best individuals in the entire world at success. People have devoted their entire life to it. And I've been there. I've sacrificed everything for this, for you guys, for this moment right here. And I'm telling you, man, if you follow us and you stick with this, everything's going to change. Everything in your life is going to go out there and change. And so, guys, the plan is very simple. Starting January 1st, we will be launching a 90-day challenge, and we will be telling everyone about Watabu. That's simple. Everyone. We are going to drop a bomb on the world, all right? People will know the Watabu name on a level that you can't even comprehend right now. If you don't tell your friends, I will tell your friends. All right? I'm seriously going to be on calls all the time. My goal is to do around 15 to 20 calls per day. There is no one on this call that will outwork me. Not one of you. I dare you to try. I dare you to try. And if you do, you watch your results. You watch it. If you go in all in, it's not hard. Tell the story as many times as possible. Share this with as many people as you can. The person who tells the story most wins. That's it. It's a numbers game. There's 20 million college students. Half of them are graduating with student loan debt of $50,000 or more and not getting a job. Wow. Give them a way out. And if you don't, I will. Seriously, dude. Seriously. This is what it's all about. You ever dream of what it'd be like to be a part of something bigger than yourself? Welcome. Because this is it, man. This is more than a business. This is a movement. And you guys are the crusaders of this movement. You guys are the warriors. And it's a war, man. It's a war. You know, back in the day, they used to conquer cities, right? Like you look at Napoleon. He used to conquer cities. It was a war. We're in a war, but we're not conquering cities. What we're doing is we're helping unlock people's minds, dude. That's what we're doing. It's a war against the system. It's a war against the freaking bull crap information that everyone's being fed by the media and by all these things. And we're just showing people truth. We're waking them up. That's what we're doing. And you guys are on the front line. You guys are it. You see, I can't grow this by myself. I need you guys. We're all in this together. And I can just promise you that if you follow me within this and you commit, I will not quit on you. I will not lead you in the wrong direction. I promise. I will work harder than anyone else you've ever worked with in your entire freaking life. We'll keep coming out with better tools. We'll keep coming out with better resources. We'll keep coming out with better trips. I mean, damn, dude, this last trip, think about this. We gave away 5 Gs with an adventure race. And we're not even doing over 100. We're not even doing over $2 million a year right now in sales. Imagine what this company's going to be doing when we're doing $100 million a year. We're going to be having adventure races, and you open up the treasure chest, and there's not $5,000 in cash, but $50,000 in cash and Rolexes for the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? And all one job is just to figure out these different trips and get as many people on these trips as possible. That's all we do. Right? Can we all agree that our friends would love to party with their friends? Would love to go to an exotic place that they've never been to before with a bunch of like-minded individuals and have an incredible time? I think so. I think so. And I think that we can give people the opportunity because no one is doing it. No one has the opportunity like we have. And I'm telling you guys the truth. Again, you stick with us. You make that decision. Everything in your life will go out there and change in the next 90 days. So let's talk about goals now. Let's talk about goals right now. And this is what I'm going to be doing. Actually, talk about plan. This is going to be plan. Really simple. Really, really simple. Creating over 20 executives. Our first month, we'll be doing 100,000 in volume. Our second month, we'll be doing 200,000 in volume. Our third month, we'll be doing 400,000 in volume. Write those down. Month 1, 100,000 in volume. Month 2, 200,000 in volume. Month 3, 400,000 in volume. 20 executives is what we're going to be creating. And so here's how I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be identifying, number 1, 10 potential executive creators. Not just people who can go executive, but someone who can create executives. There's only 10 of you that I'm going to identify. I will identify 10 potential executive creators. Someone like a Peter Unger, someone like a Christian Jukes, all right? People like that. And I'm going to be identifying them. And each and every single one of them are going to then, this is step number 2, each identify 4 potential executives that they can create. And so if you can do the math here, I identified 10 potential executives or executive creators. They're identifying 4 potential execs each. So now we're identifying 50 people who could potentially go exec. And so even if we miss, even if half the people don't go exec, boom, we're still smashing our goal. You guys get the logic? Law of averages. Simple, easy. Number 3 is I'm going to be giving people an exact plan to go exec. Literally daily actions. I'm talking about it will be specific. A certain amount of new conversations, a certain amount of invitations, a certain amount of presentations, a certain amount of follow-ups. You're going to have to do them every single day. And I will be giving you an exact game plan, just like a personal trainer would give you a game plan for this is what you got to do to work out. You know, here's your workout plan, here's your diet routine. You do this, boom, you're going to get those results. That's what I'm going to give you guys. That's what I'll be giving you guys. Number 4, I will be holding you accountable for the daily activity requirements. Anyone who says they're going to do it, you got to do it, man. You got to do it. And then the last thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pouring gas on the freaking fire by doing 7-day boot camps with potential executive creators. I'm talking about I will take a team. Let's just take an example. I will take Peter Unger, right? And he's going to find 4 people that he's going to help go exec. He's going to identify 4. And I will take an entire week, and I'm only doing calls with that group of people. That's it, only. And I will be doing as many calls as physically possible in a day. Literally. We're going to be having 3 scheduled Zooms in a day. We'll have one at 2, we'll have one at 5, and we'll have one at 8. And every single time that I'm not doing a Zoom, I'll be on a 3-way call doing a follow-up. I'll be on a training helping people get started. I'm telling you, baby, I want to put this on my back, and I want you guys to win. I will do whatever it takes. No one will outwork me. I'm serious. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to look up in 3 months from now, and I'm going to see 20 new executives. I'm going to be looking into your guys' eyes, the 20 people who make it at this Michigan regional event. We have 1,000 people that all get together, and the 20 executives are speaking on stage saying how they remember that call. They remember that time. They remember when they made the decision, how they said they were going to be on stage. You're going to be sharing your story. And people are going to be looking at you, and they're going to be in awe. They're going to be like, how did that person make it? Through all the BS, all the negativity, all the crap, yet they're still here. They still made it exact, and you're going to inspire others. And I'm going to be able to look at you guys, and I'm going to have such an incredible feeling in my heart because I can say I was a little part of that. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm just going to be there with you. You can't expect it, but you got to appreciate it, baby. I promise. We are here to go out there and freaking win. That's it, period. And we're doing it with or without everyone on this call. Literally all 100 people on this call could quit, and I will go freaking make this thing happen. And I'm serious, dude. I'm serious. When I put my mind to something, it happens, just like you guys on this call. So I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but I know you're on here. People who know in their soul they're going to do whatever it takes to win. Whatever it takes. However many calls, skipping however many parties, skipping it all. I'm telling you guys, just go in on it. Go in on it. And if you want to know the exact skills of what it's going to take and the exact plan, get on Wednesday's call. Get on Wednesday's call. Because on Wednesday, Jamie Cheerio will be giving you the exact recipe to go out there and win on a level that is unprecedented. I'm talking about starting something that the world's never seen before. What's going to happen? What's going to happen when out of nowhere, this Watabu company breaks out six-figure earners that are under the age of 25 years old? When we create 5 of them, 10 of them, 100 of them, when we're creating millionaires, we will. We will. I'm serious, dude. You can mark my words. 2017 is a game changer of a year, and you guys are game changers of individuals. I love you. I appreciate you all, but I want you to now, over the next few days, over this Christmas season, get mentally ready. If you haven't already, get the book GoPro. If you don't want to buy it, listen to it online. It's on YouTube. Get your skills ready. Get your focus ready. Get your plan ready. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't have your list, if you don't have that vision, if you don't have that dream board, do what you know you need to do. And together, we can go out there and change this freaking world one person at a time. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And now let's go out there and make fucking history. Freaking history. Thanks, guys.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Guys.
Let's
Hey, I have a question.
I
I have a
remember that.
question.